When we think of World War II, we think of armies, battles, and destruction. But behind the front lines, another war was being fought, a secret war. It was waged by a small, unlikely unit of soldiers, the Monuments, Fine Arts, and Archive section. They were museum directors, art historians, and architects who had traded their tweed jackets for military uniforms. Their mission was not to conquer, but to preserve. They were on the greatest treasure hunt in history, to find and rescue the millions of artistic masterpieces stolen by the Nazis. What follows are entries from the private diary of one of these monuments men.
The 12th of April, 1945. We entered another German town today on the heels of the 101st Airborne. The same story, a different town, a shattered church, a looted museum. For months, it has been the same. We are chasing ghosts, following cold trails. We have lists, meticulously compiled, of every masterpiece stolen by the Reich from every corner of Europe. But the art itself has vanished, evaporated. We know Hitler had a dream of a grand Führer museum in his hometown. We also know of his final terrible order, the Nero Decree. If the Reich falls, all of its infrastructure, all of its treasures, are to be destroyed. We are not just on a treasure hunt. We are in a race with a madman's ghost. The 21st of April, a breakthrough. A captured Nazi official, a pompous little man named Hermann Bunges, has been singing to save his own skin. At first, he spoke only of minor caches, but today, under pressure, he mentioned something else. A place name, Altaussee, a salt mine in the Austrian Alps. He spoke of it in a hushed, reverent tone. Not just a storage facility, he said, but a fortress, a library of the Reich's stolen soul, protected by a mile of solid rock. My commanding officer is skeptical, but my gut tells me this is it. This is the place. We leave for Austria in the morning. I feel a sense of hope mixed with a profound dread. What will we find in that mountain? And will we be in time to save it? May 8th. Victory in Europe. The war is over. The whole world is celebrating, but not us. For us, the most dangerous part has just begun. We arrived at the Altaussee mine 2 days ago. It is a labyrinth. Miles of cold, dark tunnels plunging into the heart of the mountain. And Bunges was not exaggerating. The mine is not just full, it is overflowing. It is the single greatest collection of art ever assembled in one place. But there is a problem. The entrance and key points throughout the mine have been sealed with massive demolition charges. 8 crates of 500-kilogram bombs, the same kind they used to try and level London. The local Nazi party leader, an unhinged fanatic, has orders to blow the mine if American troops get too close. The war may be over on the surface, but down here, a fuse has been lit on 1,000 years of Western culture. May 10th. We went inside today. The local Austrian miners, brave men who despised the Nazis, helped us bypass the main entrance and get in through a secondary shaft. The air is cold and still, and smells of salt and damp earth. What I saw down there, no words, no report can do it justice. We walked through tunnels lined with endless rows of statues, their white marble forms like ghosts in the beam of my flashlight. We entered a vast chamber. It was filled with paintings, stacked in racks like books in a library. I aimed my light at the nearest one. It was Vermeer's The Astronomer. My God. The painting I had written my doctoral thesis on. I thought it was lost forever. I reached out and touched the frame. It was real. We walked deeper. Crate after crate. Michelangelo's Bruges Madonna, stolen from Belgium. The Ghent altarpiece by the Van Eyck brothers. Works by Rembrandt, Rubens, Titian. The entire Rothschild collection. It was a surreal, holy experience. To stand in the dark heart of a mountain, surrounded by the most beautiful things humanity has ever created, while knowing that at any moment, it could all be turned to dust. The bombs are still active. We found them, 8 of them, wired and ready. Disarming them is a delicate, terrifying task. The miners are helping us. They are the true heroes of this story. They are helping us remove the bombs, one by one, in secret, right under the noses of the SS troops still lurking in the town above. May 16th. It is done. The last bomb was removed this morning. We did it. We stood at the entrance to the mine, blinking in the sunlight, covered in salt and grime. And we knew the treasure was safe. I thought of Hitler, the failed artist, who sought to possess and ultimately destroy all this beauty he could not create himself. And I thought of the thousands of artists, over centuries, whose genius was now safe. We did not fire a shot, we did not take a hill. But I believe, with all my heart, that we won a great victory here. We saved more than just art. We saved the memory of who we are. We saved the soul of a civilization.
The monument's men, in their quiet, determined race against time, would ultimately recover and return over 5 million stolen cultural items. The discovery at the Alto Sea mine was their single greatest success. The diary of men like Captain Vance reveals a different kind of war and a different kind of courage. It is a testament to the belief that a culture is not defined by the armies it can muster, but by the beauty it creates and the history it preserves. They were the guardians of our shared heritage, the unlikely heroes who saved 1,000 years of art from a 1,000-year Reich.